Let's talk about some non-gaming news.
Okay.
Just a little bit here.
Okay.
There was a huge thing that happened this week. There's a little submersible from Oceangate called the Titan.
Yes.
And it was on a mission full of rich people down to view the Titanic.
Yes.
And it disappeared.
Yeah.
It disappeared for a couple days and everyone was just going crazy.
Yeah.
And it eventually was found. Well, the rubble of it was found, and it had a catastrophic loss of pressure in the chamber. So that's the chamber where everyone is stationed and living. Well, not living, but
they were living.
They were living.
Now they're not.
Now they're not. The amount of memes that have come out of this is unnecessary.
There's been a lot of them.
It's like people just making people making fun of rich people doing silly things.
Well, it is kind of silly.
It's kind of silly, but this submersible watercraft has made several trips down the Titanic and come back up just fine.
Yeah.
And that's
a lot of the problem people have had is that it uses like ridiculous off-the-shelf parts.
Yes.
To do the stuff.
Yeah, it uses a $30 Logitech gamepad to steer.
Yes.
Which is a Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth?
It was wired, I think.
No, it was wireless. It's wireless.
It was wireless? Yeah. Oh my God. So ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would drive down to the bottom of the ocean with a Logitech in your hand. I would never, ever, ever use a Logitech in a submarine, dude.
It's kind of weird, yeah. The watercraft can take 5 people to depths of 4,000 meters. And the Titanic is about 3,800 meters down there. So they're reaching the limit of what the watercraft can do when they're going down there.
Yeah.
But I mean, people have gone down and come back up just fine.
Yeah, but they have like engineered properly submarines. This is
this craft has gone down there before.
Yeah, to the Titanic.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like when other submersibles have done this, they're like legit submersibles, not made in your shed in your backyard, basically.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what this was.
It's kind of what this craft is. It's kind of weird. It's got 5-inch thick carbon fiber walls, not steel.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
It's lighter that way.
It's way lighter, but it's also less strong.
Well, it's strong, but the repeated like changes in pressure apparently weaken the carbon fiber to the point where it'll just have a collapse.
Yeah.
You won't have like, all of a sudden it'll just be like, oh, I'm done working. Which is what they said. I read that they had a guy they hired to be their safety officer or whatever. And he was saying like, it's inadequate. We need to do, testing repeatedly on the hull to see if there's any like micro fissures or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, we'll just install an audio sensor to pick up any like, sounds of problems or whatever, which is inadequate because it'll be a catastrophic failure when it happens and the sound won't matter that you picked it up, which is what happened. It basically crumpled into nothingness.
Yep.
Thankfully, apparently it would have happened so fast that everyone would have instantly died. There would have been no like, oh God, we're, have no oxygen. We're going to, suffocate in here. It would have been like basically squished.
Yeah.
Flat immediately.
Oh yeah. Immediate.
Yeah.
Nobody suffered. Everyone just died.
Yeah. But they showed like I saw some pictures of like the debris field they found and you could see the controller. It survived. It was sitting on the...
That's funny.
I'm assuming the pictures are real. I don't know. Maybe someone faked it or something like that.
Yeah.
But you could see like a shoe and stuff like that. So it's like pretty brutal. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Like I would have been pretty sketched out by that. Like,
yeah. A lot of the people who had made trips down there with that craft were sketched out.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I don't know. But, they paid their $250,000 and went down.
Yeah,
and some people,
you could afford a better submarine with all that money.
A lot of people were, they sketched them out, that submarine, but they made it down and back safely. So it had a history of being safe.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Exactly. Well, you've done 10 dives and they're all fine. It's no big deal, right?
Yep.
I was also reading that one of the only submarines that could have like gone down to rescue anything was like it's owned by Gabe Newell.
Oh,
like he bought a submarine company or something like that, and he has like one of the dive subs that is that good.
Interesting.
And then James Cameron knows a lot about submersible stuff because of the Titanic. He's been down to the Titanic a bunch of times, and he almost set the record for the deepest dive ever. Like they went down like 7,000 meters or something like that.
Wow.
But they have like a legit submarine. Yeah. Not like one made of like the ballast in this one was like made of like piping from like plumbing piping.
Yep.
And like they had like Home Hardware or Home Depot off the shelf stuff in it. They showed that, I don't know if it's whatever, but the monitor they used was screwed into the wall.
Yeah, that I saw the picture of that and I was like, are you sure that's what you want to do in a carbon fiber wrapped vehicle that is supposed to maintain
Is there
pressure?
An internal shell that's not the external shell, or did they screw right into the carbon fiber?
I don't know. That looked hokey as frig when I saw that. I was like,
know.
Okay.
The
That's
whole
how you want to do it?
setup was pretty fucking hokey, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were talking about how there's a curtain with a fucking toilet if you need to take a shit when you're down there or whatever. And I'd be like, man, if you're going down to the Titanic, you got to shit before you go. Because there's no way I'm being in the Titanic with a little shit fucking fumes floating around.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no seats in there. There's just like things
just
screwed to the wall and then like an observation bubble that only 2 people get cram their faces in.
Like I don't know. I guess you could say like, oh, I saw the Titanic with my own eyeballs, but you get a better view just watching the footage that any other people have done.
Oh yeah, for
there,
sure.
Yeah. But then you can say, I went to the Titanic.
Real life.
I got eviscerated at the Titanic and all I got was this t-shirt. It's pretty crazy.
Yep. Yeah,
I would not have done that.
The amount of mean-spirited memes out there about this are
There's been some funny ones that have made me laugh.
Yeah, there have been.
Like there's this one of this Indian guy with a like water filter in front of his face, and he's like, "Oh, hello, I am under the water. Please send help." And he's got his like Indian accent and everything. I don't know. It cracked me up when I saw it. It's so stupid.
It's like, whoa, guys, too soon.
But it's, I mean, I don't know. Like it's just so stupid. I don't know, if I was a millionaire or whatever and I was like looked in that, I'd be like, nah, fuck it. I'll spend $1 million and I'll go with James Cameron.
Yeah.
Also, like, what was it? The billionaire's stepson was at a Blink-182 concert. There's a whole thing he went to a Blink-182 concert when his like stepdad is lost at sea.
Yep.
And he's just like, well, I had the tickets or whatever. It's like, wow, like maybe go and not post a fucking picture on Instagram.
It's only my stepdad.
Yeah, but still. It's his billionaire stepdad.
Billionaire stepdad. Yep. That's all the money's his now.
Oh my God. Yeah, I heard a sound they released of apparently the, of it crumpling.
Yeah.
Like I guess the U.S. Navy, they already knew it was like destroyed when everything was happening because of their like underwater sensors picked up the sound of it crumpling, but they couldn't really release the information because it's sort of like sensitive, top secret, So they already knew that everybody was dead. They already knew everybody was dead.
Yeah.
But they released some audio of it like crumpling, and then it sort of echoed underwater.
Crazy.
Yeah, very crazy story. I would not probably go for that journey.
No. I don't think I would either, but I have no interest in seeing the Titanic with my own eyeballs.
I like the idea of going down there and seeing it because that's like the last unexplored frontier
of down there.
Earth. Well, they'll go down there every time they send a submarine down there. They're like, "What the fuck is this we're seeing? What is this creature?" Like what could else be living down there?
Yeah.
So, and the stuff living down there is so weird looking.
It is.
It looks alien as shit, dude. So you gotta evolve weird to live down there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, looking at the Titanic with my own eyeballs, not high on my priority list.
No, not really.